Hi, Pink Bubble. We're so excited to be with you right now. We have a lot of things we want to cover to make sure that you are in the know.
Absolutely. So we're going to jump into some of your main questions that we've been seeing posted and hearing about so we can help answer those. But just want to start with a little bit of mindset. Don't you think?
Yeah.
We've got so much going on. And I know many of you saw the amazing video from Cindy's conference room last week. A couple of the things that we've heard lately from Scott and Cindy just stuck out to the two of us. There were 3 points that we just wanted to start with to kind of help us all get in the right mindset space. The first one is remind yourself of all we've accomplished.
Yeah.
And there's a lot this summer.
Heck
It's been a huge summer, the biggest outlet sale that we've seen in a long time this summer, which is wonderful. The move to a 650,000 square foot DC across the country and welcoming 30,000 new consultants. Those are all huge accomplishments. But what comes with those accomplishments we know is some of the delays that we've seen in shipping, some of our service challenges, and making sure we can get all of those new consultants welcomed. And that kind of takes us to that second point of mindset, which is focus on what you can control. That may be out of your control right now. And we just want to remind you that we know how you feel, we hear that and we see it, but focusing on what you can control is most important. And third, this is something Scott shared, we heard Cindy talking about it yesterday, is really thinking like a business leader. We want to encourage you, and we want you to know we're doing the same as thinking like leaders in the organization, that we aren't going to let what's happening now hold us, our businesses, our opportunities here together back in any way. And we don't want those to hold you back either. So we want to make sure that you've got some great information on the questions that are out there. Should we jump in, Kate? I think we've got 3 categories of questions. We've got shipping questions. We've got $20 product questions, $20 product credit questions, and a little bit of Pink Bubble Facebook group questions. Does that sound good?
First thing, why don't we go ahead and dive in? And it has a lot to do with all the reasons why we're celebrating too, is there are these shipping updates. And I just want to make sure that you all are aware that the shipping dates are updated on the business update on TOT every morning, Monday through Friday. Now, you might not think that when you look at it because the dates are all the same. And that's because it all has to do with the amount of orders that are placed within that day and processing them and getting them out the door. But it is updated every morning, Monday through Friday. And right now you'll see that through July 31st. And we will have August orders on that business update by the end of the week and even into next week. So that is where we are with shipping update on the TOT.
Perfect. And I think a connection to that is what's going on with our end of July orders. So those are the orders that we're processing right now, just so everyone knows kind of the moment update is that July 31st orders will be moving through and processing this week. We expect to have the majority of those orders on the truck going out on Friday. We'll have a few of the last remaining that'll be completed over the weekend and then ready after there's U.S. holiday on Monday. So after that U.S. I'm sorry, what am I thinking? After the holiday on Monday, UPS will be picking up some of those last orders and we should be through the entire month of July at that point.
We are working, and we will make sure that you will have another shipping update for you by the end of the week before we go into that long holiday weekend.
We want to make sure you've got the latest and greatest.
Definitely. So that's shipping.
Covers us on shipping. All right, let's do some of these key questions on $20 product credit.
Let's talk about the $20 product credit. So if you have no idea what we're even talking about, we are offering your customers who shopped with you in June, July, and August through a retail or party a $20 product credit that they can redeem in the new fall season.
Absolutely.
And we emailed those customers on August 22nd.
We did. Before we jump into the email, Kate, can we just do a couple clarifications? I want to make sure that we all understand the product credit is for all customers who shopped on party and retail orders in June, July, and August. Just a little bit of clarity around a couple of things in there. That's one per customer. We had to make a business decision on if we were going to do multiple for certain customers, like within the ranges. We kind of started talking about that, like within a 15-day, business day time frame. But it became so complicated for you and so complicated for the customers that we decided the right thing to do, and the 31 way to approach this, is to say this is for all of our customers that shopped in June, July, and August. But that does mean one per customer. The other clarity I want to put out there is if you are a consultant and you shopped as a customer using a party or retail order, you will get that $20 product credit as well. Not for marketplace, not for business supplies, but if you shopped technically as a customer and a retail or party order, you'll get that as well.
Yes.
Does that help clarify a little bit?
Yeah, and we have very detailed FAQs for the product credit that are on TOT that can help answer a lot of the other questions you may have. But Tani pretty much hit all of those major points right there for you in regards to the $20 product credit. So we have reached out to just the customers. Like you said, if you're a consultant who shopped as a customer, you did not receive that email. But what we did for you and for those who might not have received the email, we posted that email for you on TOT under notifications. So you can use that and go ahead and send it to your customers who shopped with you June, July, or August to let them know.
We're going to get those months out there, aren't we? So with the email that went out, I think it went out on the 22nd, kind of going off the top of my head here. On the 22nd, that email went to our customer list, people who have supplied an email address and have opted into those messages. So make sure you think about that as you're talking to your customers. Those are the people it was sent to. And remember the things that we were just talking about, focus on what you can control, right? There are a few things around email that we can't control, like things hitting spam folders or even junk. And I hate saying that when it's related to our stuff, but it's reality. Or even the type of email that your customer may use and how it gets through their firewall and into their desktop or into their inbox. So make sure that you grab that email on TOT, like Kate was referencing, so you've got all the information and that you can share that as well. This first email was designed to go to customers to apologize to them and let them know the product credit will be coming, which leads us to September 10th.
Yes. So on September 10th, we will be sending an email to your customers who shopped with you in retail or party in June, July, and August, with the details on how to redeem that product credit.
Yes. So they will get details on how to redeem that product credit. And as consultants, you will get information about the product credit plus details on how to make exception, I guess is probably the right word, for bulk orders, for customers who have opted out of email, for customers who may not have an email, but I know you probably wouldn't have an email and I would use mine, just kidding, of course, but we have plenty of customers that are like that. And we need to make sure that those customers are accommodated as well. So you can trust the process that we are working out all the details around it. This is the first time we've done this, so we need to be able to make sure we've got all those I's dotted and T's crossed so we can deliver you a list of the customers that received the product credit, and you can help us say, great, this is exactly right, or this was technically a bulk order. I need to break that down for you and show you what customers were included in there. There will be a process from our operations team that enables you to be able to do that, and those details will be coming on September 10th.
So circle that date.
Yes, exactly.
September 10th,
exactly.
or when we are going to share with your customers how to redeem and share with you the process in which we will have in place for your customers with redeeming that.
And remember, that product credit is good all the way through November 11th, I think it is. November 11th. So you've got some time on that. It's not an emergency on September 10th that every single thing has to happen. Your customers that we have emails for will have the information. You'll help us figure out who else needs that. And then we'll all have product credits that we need.
So, I mean, there's still a few days left in August, of course. So as they're partying, they could technically use that $20 product credit, right?
You're exactly right. What we agreed to was that it was for all customers that shopped, if we say it again, June, July, and August. That includes the end of August. So I will just clarify a couple of things that we've seen on this as well. That includes customers who shopped for Hello Happy. And I'm just going to be real clear on how I say this when I was sharing with some of my friends, I think on PAC last night, how I say this. It is for all customers who shopped, and it's 1 credit per customer. If the one time they shopped with us in June, July, and August was Hello Happy, then they absolutely get one. If they had shopped before and came back on Hello Happy, they still get one.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Right.
And you may use this as you're talking to customers right now. Kind of goes back to our idea of thinking like a business leader, like Scott and Cindy are challenging us to do. As we think like a business leader, it makes sense to be able to leverage that for any conversations and sales you're having as you close out the month of August. Just need to do that responsibly,
exactly.
Right? We want you to be responsible doing that, treating people the way that you would want to be treated, making sure that your customers know we are still working through these shipping delays, and that is the point of the $20 product credit, is to be able to make good on the fact that our shipping isn't as fast as we want it to be. So setting expectations is really, really important.
Acting like a business owner. Totally. So again, if Tondi and I didn't answer any of the questions that you still may have, check out those FAQs on TOT, because our good friends really made sure those were detailed out. So the third thing that we kind of wanted to talk to everyone about is the Pink Bubble itself, right? We are so excited that you're here.
We are. We love having so many of you. Okay, we should have looked at our phones and got our final number. Our friend Ham is over here. Ham, where are we on numbers of people in our Pink Bubble? Roughly?
About 27,000.
We love having you right here. 27,000, which is awesome. We have a goal of having at least 31,000 of our closest friends in here with us to give us this great Pink Bubble vibe. But we did want to share with you a little bit about how we're looking at the Pink Bubble.
Yeah.
There are at least 3 of us watching and participating and engaging with you in the Pink Bubble. I'm here, Kate's here. Ham is off camera. He might stick his head over here in a minute, but Ham is here as well. So you see posts from all of us. You may see a post from Cindy or Andrea or even some of our other friends, but know that the 3 of us have our eyes on the Pink Bubble and what you're commenting and what you're sharing
and
all the time.
That is why we are here right now.
Yes.
Because we read your questions, your comments, your concerns.
Absolutely.
We hear you and we want to be with you.
So when we see, I did a quick scan on several of our posts, and as I look at those comments that are in our posts, we're getting lots of engagement, which I'm going to tell you is really cool. We love that because that means you're seeing our messages and you're giving us feedback, and we know that listening is just as important as sharing and communications, so we want to be listening. I'm going to tell you the truth. It also helps us with that old silly Facebook algorithm that makes all of us in all of our groups crazy sometimes. The more engagement that we have on our posts, the more likely it is that that post will hit the feed of someone that's in our group. And we want to be able to spread the information, the messages that we have here throughout your teams, your 31 friends, everyone that needs this message that's part of the Pink Bubble. And when I look at the like 500 comments that we may get on one post, I want you to know when we look at those in aggregate what we see. The majority of them are thank yous. They're shout outs like, thanks Ham for the update. We really appreciate this. Or they're tags like, hey friend, did you know this? Or hey friend, check this out. You can get some information. Awesome. We love all of that. And we really appreciate it back too. The other big thing we see are questions, which is we're doing exactly that. We're watching those questions and replying in this way so everybody's getting the same information, because we know if a few are asking, there's probably a lot wondering.
Right.
And then we do have a few people that are voicing their opinions or sharing or even complaining about where they may be in their business or what's affecting them right now. And we understand about those kind of things. This is kind of a peak emotion time, right?
Yeah.
So we understand about those kind of things, but they're technically in those lists kind of few and far between when we look at everything there.
Right.
We want you to know that we've got our eyes on those kinds of things.
We sure do. And when there are questions that you're asking, I really want to encourage you all to go to TOT to see if you can find the answer. Or for those of you that see your 31 sister ask a question, swoop in and help her and answer. I've seen that too, and I love that.
I love
that is what that Pink Bubble sisterhood is all about.
Helping each other.
The same thing about just venting, having those moments of just like, right? It's real, it's good. But then you guys swoop in and you lift each other up with the positivity, which you all know I'm all about. And that is what this Pink Bubble Facebook community is for.
Absolutely. It is all about sharing the Pink Bubble love.
Yeah.
And we love how that's happening. We do want you to know, you may see us engaging in some things. Sometimes you see us cheering a team along or giving you a little love or like, and we will absolutely be doing that. We can't answer every single question, which is why we're doing posts like this, so we can get the big answers out there to the big questions. And we will, if it becomes necessary, we will take down posts that have anything inappropriate or profane. You know, we're going to follow those kind of rules.
Like personal attacks.
Anything like that, you know, we're not going to stand for. And Ham is on top of it and will help us make sure that those kind of things don't stay, or if there's really some negative fuel around something. We just don't want to live in that space in our Pink Bubble. We want to be realistic and optimistic and positive.
Yeah, we are. And I think we're on the right track. And I think that if you just take a moment to sit back and breathe, you know, just sit back and breathe and know that this is only temporary, right? And we are here for you, and everyone in this Pink Bubble is here for you as well. We're going to get through this.
You got this, Pink Bubble. We're in it together.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon.